Question of the day, and I don't know that I've asked this one either. What's your favorite deduction game where you're trying to deduce someone's role? And it doesn't mean that the game is over when you go, I knew it, you're the werewolf, or I knew it, you're the spy. This could be something where knowing someone's role helps you adapt how you're going to let that person play. For instance, maybe you know what they are, so you're going to adjust what you allow them to do so that you can win the game. And then at the end of the game, you could find out you were wrong the whole time, and then you lose. So a lot of interesting things with deduction games. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite deduction... My gosh, that's so hard to say. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite hidden role or deduction games are as we talk today about Long Live the King. Let's take a look right now how this game plays, what it does. We'll come back up, talk final thoughts as per the norm. All right, here we go, Long Live the King. So this is Long Live the King right here, the components to it. First of all, you have a deck of cards, which are just repeats of 4 cards. You have hearts, which are influence, might, which is a spade with the fist. You have power, which is one of the best looking spades I have ever seen. That is a phenomenal looking piece of art. I would love to have that just somewhere. Heck, it could join the growing collection. But I mean, it's just a phenomenal looking set of art in this game. And then the diamonds are a book. To me, that's really cool because yes, it's knowledge, yes, it's power, but it's actually hearts, clubs, spades, diamonds. Anyway, that's all this is, just sets of those over and over. There are these rolls here, which there are going to be enough rolls per player. Now, there are variations you could do where you start with a set number of rolls, and then as you play, you kick the ones out so that you kind of know what's left in there. But there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 rolls. Things like the assassin, like the king, the knight, the merchant, the investigator, the fool, the crime lord, the ambassador, the politician, the sage, and all of these have different win conditions. Essentially, you win at the beginning of your turn, or typically it'll say here, it's usually at the beginning of your turn, have at least 5 knowledge. You win if the king dies. And there's certain actions on the assassin's card where you can assassinate. King can seize. There's certain roles that certain ones have. Duel, you can do a roll there, roll action. This one's tough. You have to have 17 gold at the end of your turn, and you always have to buy a card during your turn. So it's pretty tricky. But the way it works is you're going to start with 2 cards in your hand. Of these cards, we have a knowledge and a power. Now the actions that you can do, you're going to collect 3 gold at the beginning of your turn, and you also have 3 to start with. The actions you can do are things like this. Buy. Once per turn, you can discard 2 gold to buy a card from the top of the deck, or the discard. Sell the cards at a gold per card sold. Trade. You can give money or cards to get money or cards from someone else. They don't have to accept, but a bribe they must accept, which is give 3 gold to another player. That one is, you give 3 gold, and if they have it, they got to give it to you, but they get to keep the gold regardless, even if they don't have it. Extort is discard 2 might cards, which would be the clubs cards, and they take a random card or 4 gold from any other player. Investigate, you can discard 2 knowledge cards to find out what someone's role is. And allies, you can pay these to become allies with someone, which means that you both win if one of you wins, which is pretty cool. You can sabotage, which means you break someone else's alliance and you steal a card from each of the alliance members. Seize powers, discard 5 gold to flip the top card of the deck until you find a power and put it in your card. So essentially, you're going to be doing these actions to try to get the cards that you need to win and fulfill your condition. You're going to try to keep this secret as you can so that people don't really know what to sabotage you with. If they know what you have, they're going to know what to hit you with. There's some scenarios that you can play here that it recommends which roles to put in for certain player counts, etc. Pretty neat stuff, but that is Long Live the King. So that is Long Live the King. First and foremost, I like the way this game looks. I did not think there was going to be that much to it because it's just, the suit cards and then the backs of the card. That's really it. But the art in this one is great. Like, I don't know what it is about it. It's something about the fact that, yes, it's hearts, clubs, spades, diamonds, but they look so good. That spade, man, that's a good looking spade. I would love to have an actual deck of cards with these cards so that I could play it. I mean, that diamonds, I love the fact that it's 2 books, that the hearts are 2 hands shaking because it's, influence, and then the other one out of clubs, it's the might one, and then the other one is power, but those spades look fantastic. I love the way this game looks. The back of the card looks trippy as well. This would make a fantastic deck of cards for me, someone who is someone who's a stage magician but also loves doing card magic. I would love this. I would love a deck of cards like this. So if you know where one is, let me know because I'd love to do some card tricks with this. Anyway, enough about the aesthetics and the look of the game. That is an interesting part about the game is obviously how it looks. Now, where it plays, or what you do, is also interesting in the fact that it's a hidden deduction roll game. But you don't instantly win when you figure it out. You don't say, we killed the townspeople, we win because we're the werewolves. It's not like that. You still have to win with your win mechanism. And you can form alliances, etc., like we talked about. But here's my issue with it. Like, the mechanics are sound. It all works. All the actions are pretty solid. They're all desirable to do. They're all nice. You know, like they're good, fine actions that you would actually want to do. Where I think it falls a little bit is that it can drag on. Like it can drag, a single round can drag on because you have got so many opportunities to foil someone else. And especially once the roles are known, it's almost impossible to kind of get, it's not almost, I shouldn't say that. It's very difficult to then fulfill your victory, fulfill your goal in a way that doesn't just feel like, all right, you're stopping me this turn while I'm stopping you. Your turn becomes less about building yours and then stopping someone else, which again is why the alliances are there, which really does bring a nice wrinkle to the game. So if you're playing this without alliances, you're doing it wrong. And I don't mean you have to be in an alliance every turn. I mean, if you just devalue them and don't think about them at all, that's probably not the right way to do it. It really changes it because you can ally with someone else who one person can spend their time attacking everyone else. And then the other two people, or however many people, the other two people can spend their time. One person can take care of other people, knocking them out, while the other person can work towards their win condition, and then those two share victory. It's a very smart way to play. I like the game. I like the different roles. I like how it plays. It's an interesting take that can drag too long at times. So that is what I think of Long Live the King. Great looking game. Kind of slows down a little bit, but an interesting take on deduction and hidden movement and hidden rolls and all that sort of stuff. Not hidden movement. What am I talking about? Hidden rolls, and still in unique victory conditions, which I'm also a fan of. So that is Long Live the King from Bryan Drake here on the Dice Tower. Make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, etc. at Dice Tower Bryan. Until next time, we'll see you.